Thanks for staying with us. So our next topic is about respecting each other's religion and beliefs. And one of the reasons why we're talking about this today, because we've observed that people, let me start with the Christians, for example. I'm a Christian, and one of our instructions from the Bible is to preach the gospel to the world and try to get as many people into the kingdom as possible. Islam to have, they also have an injunction, right? To also maybe minister, I don't know if it's a minister, but to get people to not leave Islam or to even stay in Islam or to convert to Islam. So each of us do have those individual directives from the holy books. Also, I don't know if those who worship traditional religions to have recruiters out there to try to recruit people. I haven't seen much of that. But the conversation is around the fact that, yes, we have that injunction to do that. But at what point do we cross the limits where I'm coming to you as a Muslim and saying, listen, come to my church, you know, Jesus is the only way, or you come to me and say, no, Islam is the only way, you have to convert. Where do we draw the line in respecting each other's religion and not going overboard? So yes, we want as many people to be Christians, but at the same time, there are people saying, we also believe in our own religion. Allow us be. What are your thoughts on this? How far is too far in helping, in respecting your religion and also trying to convert? Let me come to Bisi, I think you are safe to start with.
Okay. Okay. For me, I understand the mandates given by the scriptures to go out there and convert people, go and win souls. That's what we use as Christians. But I personally would like to go by the way of Jesus, how Jesus did his when he was here, which was he went about doing good. And he was healing, he was doing a lot of good, and people would ask him, I want that thing that you have. I want that thing that you have. So he wasn't going to say, you must come to me, or you will go to hell, or this will happen and that will happen. But he was just being a human being. He was just showing love like his father has sent him. And people around him would come and ask him, or he'll finish talking to somebody and doing a miracle, and they will follow him. They were following him because he went about doing good. So for me, personally, as a Christian, I wouldn't personally go, I have never gone to tell anybody, give your life to Christ and stuff like that. I've never done it. Even when...
There's no evangelize.
No, even that time that I just gave my life to Christ and I was bubbling in the Holy Spirit and all of that, I never did that. I focused more on my work. And at the time it happened, people around me saw the difference in the BC they used to know and they were asking me, what has happened? What has changed? And a few of them followed me. So that's how I believe in it. But I've traveled. I've entered buses where somebody comes and starts, preaching and then starts forcing people and threatening people and making noise. Even me, that I am a Christian, I found it offensive. I found it like you're trying to impose and force. Why don't you give people a chance to get attracted and then ask you the question, why is your life different from mine? What is that thing you have? And then you can lead them to Christ. Why do we have to ensure that, you must go my way? When you have finished quarreling with your neighbor, and then you go outside and be shouting, somebody must follow you. I think we should put the first things first. Yeah. So, lead in doing good, like Christ has done, and showing love. And people will ask you, who are you serving? I want to follow you. That's mine.
So I get that. Let me come to you, because I know you've also experienced
this. For me, this experience is not the same as yours. My own is very nasty and confrontational. Clear battery and assault cases.
For real?
Clear. But I remember I was about 24 when I told someone, I said, even though I'm not yet a graduate of law, I just think I should sue you. And so I would sue you. People, because I cover the hijab, know I'm Muslim. So when you want to come to me, you definitely want to confront me. You're not telling me anything. You're in my face. I used to be very accommodating of people who preach, and especially the Jehovah's Witness.
Catholic school?
I went to a Catholic school. I just loved the conversations. At a very tender age, I kept thinking, where do I want to be about my religion? So if you bring the conversations, I would engage it. I would listen to it. And as I grew up, I started to see the way people broke the line. Someone who said he was my father's friend, knows my father, invites his daughter into the house and said to the daughter, I've known your father for years. He's in the wrong religion, and that's why it's like that. Is that person preaching?
Wow. Wow.
I was sitting in my own house. I am not walking on the streets. Clearly, this is my space. I bought the land. I own that space. You don't just knock on the door. You walk in and force a pamphlet in my face. That's not preaching. That's confronting me. If I wanted to be where you are, I already have friends who live that life, who are the better example that I want to follow. But I waited until I identified this reality. And I got here and I said, I'm okay here. This is what I understand. These are the principles I want to live with. But when you come and say or I post something about my prophet on my page, the ways and lives that I know, my own way of life, and you come there and say to me, Madam, I get it all the time. That's not showing me any love. That's confronting me.
Okay, so let me pause you for a second, because that's where you get confronted. Even when 5 a.m. in the morning, you're hearing Allah,
they're waking you up.
He's screaming that, you know, they call to prayer, where all of you come. You're thinking, I'm trying to get some sleep. So it's both ways.
Yes, both ways.
Where you can I can confront you at your door, and I can also
confront you
publicly or publicly, you know. So what's your own experience?
So for me, I would say that we take things we don't understand boundaries, and we don't respect people's decisions. And I think that it is very important that we respect people's boundaries, respect people's lives. I have never tried to preach to Nima, because like I know she's Muslim. I know if like I've been confronted by other Christians trying to preach to me. And I told the person, you know I'm a Christian, right? I said, yes, I just want you to attend our program. We have one powerful program. I'm like, they are unbelievers. Go and meet them. You know, so at the end of the day, we are so focused on being churchy or being seen to be godly. It happens on social media. Exactly what she says. Somebody will come on your page and comment under your page in the name of preaching, is actually attacking you, or in the name of correcting or improving your values or morals, is attacking you on your page. I do not believe that is what any religion preaches, and I believe we must be more tolerant and accepting of one another, even as we desire positive change in the lives of those around us. It is better. The best way to catch a is it a rat is to like you
monkey,
sweet. Yes.
A monkey.
You use sweet to attract something. You know, you put a banana outside, you attract the monkey into your space. I think we must follow that approach.
But these are some of the things that this commission, I know the
La
Sepa came on the show, because I know that, oh my goodness, Saturday mornings, there's this woman that shows up. And last Saturday was the worst. I mean, I hear it often. But it was the worst. She came with a newly improved microphone. I think she just bought a cha-cha. That thing was sounding. And I'm thinking, and it woke me up. I mean, of course, I wasn't really sleeping, but I couldn't sleep again. And it was so clear. After she finished, though, it took almost an hour to finish. When she now finished, I was so happy. You know what she did? She walked down the street and started in Yoruba. So it's like, come on, people. Yes, we know we've been asked to go preach, but aren't there rules? How do we do it? How is it done in the developed world? Can you walk into other people's places and just say, you know, come and say, you know, can you? How do we respect each other's boundaries?
I think house. I'm not going to literally right in front of there's this funny statue just before in front of the White House, and then I heard somebody with a placard, Jesus is the way. Jesus is the way. The world is coming to an end. I'm like, this person. Not in America. I cannot believe this.
It happens.
He's a Nigerian. I'm not lying. The person that was with a speaker making noise.
But
Jesus
you're supposed
is the
to preach the
he's
word.
in Nigeria.
Well, they're supposed to preach the word.
I was like, oh God, we don't carry ourselves reach America.
We know they carry last.
We know they carry last for front of White House. Now they preach. You know, but I get the fact that we're meant to preach the gospel and win souls. But I also feel that the best way to attract, you know, your ways would convert people.
Can we preach with our lives?
Yes.
Can we preach this gospel with our lives? Can we be the examples? Can we? I don't know. So for me, sorry, Nima, I just feel that we are very forceful of trying to bring other people into what we believe is right.
Well, is that forcefulness that brought Christianity and Islam to Africa in the first place?
No. See, I don't.
Is that forcefulness? Because
they brought it. See, if we go there, there's no need for us to be Christians because we already see them as fraudulent. Let's not go there. Don't bring this conversation. My point is, My point is, when it comes to what we don't understand or what we feel is right, we try to, and we do it not just on religion, in everything. Once you believe this is my way, you believe your way is the best way, and every other person must follow this way. It's not by force. You're not the one that convicts somebody. It's the Holy Spirit that will do that.
Exactly.
If you do your part, which is live the life according to the tenets, people will come to you.
Why
You're not the one going from house to house to go and say, you must follow me. Why must I follow you? Why don't you follow me?
Why doesn't practice any of these religions, these two popular ones that we've been discussing, and nobody goes to her or, you know, confronts her? This speaker thing you said, there's a woman. They used to use ordinary voice before. So I have 5 churches as my neighbors. I'm not going to go and park my house away from there now. So I've developed immunity to the noise. And then you now say, no, I say this woman deaf, I will wake her. You use your voice in front of my door, my entrance. I hear you, I ignore you. You bring a loud public speaker system, this speaker one, this box, that has you, and you hold the mic. I made a video of you, madam, I'm going to get you arrested. What is the issue? You know now, and on the street, my place is a corner piece. You know, everybody on that street knows that's me. So you want to win me by force. You have told me, I've said, I do, and at this point, you know go leave me. When you now bring the speaker and put it on my junction, and you pray, and you are facing my house, I came outside, I said, okay, good. I waited for day to break, because this one, they say they're 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours. Through my prayers, even when I'm nursing a child and I'm trying to put that child to sleep in the morning, I stayed with this. So I got, the moment I met Dolakpo Fasewe, Lasepa said, no. Evidence. I brought a video. Me too, I came, as I was doing the video of her, she started running. I said, why are you running? So they know. That's the point.
Let's just be more tolerant.
But
then inside bosses.
We have...
inside bosses, so don't even open that one. Don't go there. That one don't put my job before.
See, we all know evangelism is part of the tenets of our religion.
So what
both our religions. Evangelize. We have people coming from the east, from the east and from the west, bringing in religion. We had people from all over the world that brought these religions to Africa. So if they weren't aggressive in their approach,
colonized us,
we would not be Christian nor Muslim. So it is still the same way. We are saying, listen, let us continue with this evangelism, with this aggressiveness to be able to convert people.
The force did some, but you know that there was feeding. There was feeding of people.
Schools,
there was schools. There was a lot of school being built, and education and healthcare services provided.
The point.
Those were the ways they attracted people. So when you come for the healthcare,
and they were not Pentecostals.
Before you collect the free medical service, they would pray.
Give your life.
You know, and then they would preach the message.
They will show you that.
And then when you come to school in the mornings, you pray. So those were ways that the conversion was taking place. Inside buses, I always feel like it's a bit insensitive. You just stand up inside the bus and you start preaching. There was the last memory I have of being in the bus and somebody was preaching. I felt like nobody will give their life to Christ like this now. You are wearing mini skirts. You are wearing trousers. You are doing this, but you are doing this. I say, this is not the way to get people to be born again. You are leading people into hellfire.
Yeah.
Your trouser will take you to hellfire. Your trouser will take you to hellfire.
So are you going to hellfire like this? Are you going to hellfire like this?
I was preaching, and I was on the phone, and I did like this. And he said, you two cut the call.
Inside public transport.
So people have to interfere and say,
the goal is to respect one another.
So no, but this conversation is about respecting people's boundaries.
But let's talk about how religions was preached. I went to Catholic school. I saw Christianity in the most beautiful way. In the most beautiful way. Nobody forced anybody. I took Ash Wednesdays all through primary school. Nobody forced anybody to do anything. And I used to celebrate the Easter growing up. I came to the reality and I took my Muslim side and I prefer it. But if in primary school, then they were beating me daily or forcing me, or the sisters would come and they would preach in my face, I would hate, I would have an aversion to it. Yeah. That's the way I see the new system. How do I attend a wedding in a church? They put it on a Sunday, and you do the entire service for more than 5 hours. Before the end of the service, you have to address my hijab. Inside fasting and hunger, how did you want me to accept it, to receive that preaching? That I'm covering my brain inside, and you are the preacher. So people do a lot of disservice to what they think they are promoting in the ways and methods that they use to promote them. There are better ways to do these things. You can live with somebody, beautify the thing, reach out to the person in the most beautiful ways. You don't have to be forceful. This forcefulness thing is not working.
Yeah.
You said the person not
So
get
Daisy O says, I've had Muslim friends, and some of them have become Christians, even without a debate. Just told them about my faith and made them do their own homework, and that was it all. The irony of it, that's what Ladidi says, the irony of it is that when someone is playing loud music in public, people will not complain. When it comes to public preaching, people start to complain. I always find this difficult to understand. I would just like to add that even our Savior did everything he did in love. You want to preach to somebody, you preach in love. You come to that person and the person says, I don't want to give you audience. Then you walk away. He told us exactly how to behave when that sort of thing happens. Have we thrown it away? You don't have to stand in my face and insist that it's today I will give my life to Christ. No!
This person is right. When we are playing music, you just hear DJ, Baba Shop, DJ Story. When they are doing, you want to promote something, they'll be making noise. Everybody be there. No, even if you have a complaint in your car, you'll be moving your head, where music.
No, depending on your mood.
When that comes to preaching, it becomes a wahala.
So the preaching now is you're addressing certain things that the person is not in the mood to receive.
Somebody on YouTube said, why are you now? Why is the person wearing mini skirts? Why are they wearing trousers? But I think that at the end of the day, yes, love always trumps all. Love always wins. Nobody was called to judge. Especially, I can speak from being a Christian that my Bible has instructed me not to judge people, and I should listen and understand and then show my love to them. So, and I want to encourage other Christians, because I'll speak to my own people, that it is best way to do it is to show love. It is to not judge people. And when you don't judge them, you can bring them into your fold, because they'll get more comfortable talking to you. That's the best way. But
and if they don't want to come, Uncle, it's okay. Leave them.
Pray for them and move on. It's not you that will convince them.
I'm not praying for yourself.
You're not Jesus Christ. So let Jesus do his own job, and you
so
just
the woman,
spread.
for example, who is shouting in front of Nima Street now, if she had brought like a plate of nice, maybe cookies or something, I just get...
Nima is cheap.
Jesus Christ. See how they talk on
That's all you need.
Okay.
Yes, please don't bring pekere. I can make it myself.
I just visit Nima
regularly.
I want to say, I'm around though. I'm ministering this weekend. I'm not finished ministering. I'll come and say hello to you. Dear. You become friends with Nima. Before you know it, Nima might become
If you allow Luchosi to preach to me, do you think I will sit down? I would be there.
Yes.
Because
show service and love to you.
Family.
Yeah. True.
But that's woman that I don't know from anywhere. Put pipe in front of my house. You do it next time, I get you arrested. Simple.
Yeah.
Except the police will not come at 5 a.m.
Yeah. But this, okay, so we have to wrap up. But this one of the you've not addressed the noise 5 a.m. in the morning. Must they scream?
They are not calling you now.
Hey,
they are calling us.
No, they are calling us. We are
should
together.
do the soundproof. But the call to prayer is not to win souls.
But it's waking me
to
up.
wake up the Muslims.
No. What did they say?
I've had friends. They are calling us.
I wake up in the morning.
And you don't want to. But I have friends, Christian friends. My friends who are pastors laugh and say, Nima, thank you for your alarm people. They are the ones that made me get to work. So it works for different people. But it's 5 times.
Please, that type of
if they can use the soundproof.
I think that we are in the smartphone world. You can set your alarm, and the alarm will wake you up and say, come and pray.
God bless you. All your members, send them alarm.
In Germany, I think, or the Netherlands, one of these countries just approved now for the call to prayers as 5 a.m. I don't know why.
But it's their own tradition.
Maybe they see it as a wake up for their people.
As long as they don't disturb the environment.
My religion must be regulated.
But I think that's a different topic.
No, but you know I always say
put that kind of worms here.
Not today.
I think what we're saying really is let us respect each other. I know we have that mandate to preach the word, yes. But we're saying yes, preach, but preach with love. Show love first, and don't demand or harass or confront people. It's not the right thing to do, because Jesus wouldn't do that. And I don't think the holy prophets also wouldn't do that. So please, let's respect each other and understand. At the end of the day, it's about showing love to one another. That's all we can take on the show today. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.